Kobe's quarter, life in the league. Here's Kobe trying to move around Mo Pete, trying to put him up. Finally shoots, counted in the foul. You talked about him being in one of those zones. Yeah. He's definitely in it right now. Tried to stay.
So that's what 81 points smells like. Hey everyone, and welcome to SneakerWeb. Today we have a very special shoe and the initial start of the Kobe project. I know that I mentioned it in the Kobe 9 video. If you want to go check that out, that I would start the Kobe project with that shoe. But I was thinking that, well, that kind of be out of order. I can't just pick and choose that. So I decided to went with the first one, especially at the price that I found it for. Look, even if you got to buy on the used market, third party, whatever, if you don't have to pay resale value for these, then do it.
Just do it!
I found these in great condition. Starting off with the traction here, the traction is still intact. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And look at this beefcake of rubber on the bottom here. I mean, look, this is widespread herringbone across the lateral and medial side of the shoe. This is truly traction done right, and I have a feeling it's going to play well, and it's probably going to be a very durable shoe for you to play outdoors. Hopefully I can play outdoors because the rainy season is coming here in Florida, but that's a me issue, not a you guys issue. You guys just wait for the performance reviews coming on these. And getting along to the upper here, you kind of have a yin-yang thing going on here, and what I mean by that is that they split the materials. The black leather wraps around the toe cap, around to the back, and then it starts off this beautiful suede purple area right here. And the materials on these are super comfortable, and they're going to conform to your skin very well because of the leather that's on here. And we got three types of textures here. Like I said, the purple suede right here, the black smooth leather on the majority of the upper, and then on the toe ran you got this like brush effect type leather, I'm assuming from the way that they stretched it and the way that they wrapped it around this panel. And we have a neoprene collar here, which is actually very sculpted. The thing that I'm worried about is hopefully that this doesn't dig into the back of your heel and doesn't cause any irritation and causes a blister by all things. And we have some Untitled branding right here, along with a little itty bitty Mamba logo right here on the bottom, but that doesn't mean the Mamba's not gonna bite, if you know what I mean. And then we have the other Kobe logo right here and some Nike branding right here on the tool tab. Also, what I appreciate from the laces is these metal aglets, and they are actually metal, not just some cheap plastic painted in chrome. I like the nice touches on there. Also, getting into the fit section real quick, how these feel is true to size. So if you are looking on the used market, or if you're going to pay resale values for these, then definitely go true to size in this. And it is definitely one of those premium feeling shoes, but it also feels like a boot at the same time, just because of the style of the shoe and the old school kind of, you know, transitioning in the 2000s, because originally when this shoe came out was in 2005, and the transition from the 90s to the 2000s, we still got a little bit of that 90s classic retro touch in there. Now getting into the support section of the shoe, we're going to start off on the bottom here with this torsion shank here. It has been cut down from its original. This is the Kobe 1 Protro. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning, but that's what these are. And how the torsion system differentiates from the original is that instead of going all the way here to the ball of your foot, it's cut down to the middle to provide more flexibility instead of that rigid carbon fiber going through that breaking in process. And to give you an example of an extreme example, look at the Way of Wade line. When they use carbon fiber for their torsion system, it's beyond excessive of what you need. That's mostly for an NBA purpose, and that's even if the NBA player needs that type of support. In consumers, you don't need that much, which is why they slimmed it down. Also, getting into the cushion, and what makes this a Protro is that the Zoom airbag in this is full length instead of just having a little hex unit at the ball of the foot and a little heel puck. Instead, it's full length, but unlike the original, this is a thinner unit instead of the bigger units you found in the originals. What's also added to the support is this carbon fiber heel plate right here, and that's to allow the cushion to be responsive but stable, and also act as a mini heel counter along with the internal heel counter that is already in this shoe as well. And it's a pretty tall one. It actually starts right at the end of where the Achilles notch is right here, and it's pretty lengthy to basically almost the base of the Nike logo. So you're going to be covered in support, at least I think so. I've never played in the shoe, which is why the Kobe project exists, is because I want to go back and relive one of the greatest players of all time's signature line. And that's why this exists. That's why SneakerWeb exists, is for me to test shoes, not only new shoes, but old shoes, since, well, you know, copying new shoes is a pain in the butt, which is why you join other communities, and which is why you join all these other places, so that you don't have to worry about bots taking all your shoes. But back to these. Also, the historical value, like I said in the intro, is that back in the 2005-2006 season, Kobe dropped 81 points against the Raptors, won the game. The next highest scorer on the Lakers team after Kobe, I don't even know his name. I'm going to put his name right here. But the next one after Kobe only scored 13 points. So Kobe basically destroyed the entire Raptors team, basically by himself. The next leader after Kobe is Wilt Chamberlain, when he scored 100 back in the 60s or 70s, I believe. And that's also one of the reasons why you got to have this shoe, is just because of the historical value of these. Now, like I said, whether you go used or resell, that's up to you. I'm not going to knock you on whatever choice you make. But if you can find a good pair in the used market, I say go for it. This is definitely one that you need to have in the Kobe collection. And hopefully that covers everything in this video about the Blackout Kobe 1 Protro. And if you guys like this video and want to see a performance review on these and want to watch the Kobe project unfold here at SneakerWeb, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and wait till next time, guys. Peace.